You're here. I've been waiting for you for so long. So long. So long. Don't leave my sight. I am obligated to protect you. Do not speak in vain, write in vain, or think in vain. Words have power, writing has power, and so do thoughts. When in the library, you must carefully abide by these rules. Do not speak in vain, write in vain, or think in vain. Words have power, writing has power, and so do thoughts. When in the library, you must carefully abide by these rules. Don't leave my sight. I am obligated to protect you.
Asti, hand me the sword.
This is Sarvis's era.
Something seems to be on your mind. That "I've really got something to say" look on your face is pretty rare.
I think I've figured out why we've been entangled with Darius. Now I'm certain that the giant we encountered when we first entered the library, and the one we saw during our second meeting with Sarvis, are one and the same, Sia. It is Darius. This library is alive and has its own wisdom. That's what Elish, the first director of the library, once said. Therefore, visitors should stay quiet, humble, and cautious within the library. It is not recommended to speak, write, or daydream, for words and ideas carry power. The library is an anomaly, after all. It may give incredible responses to obsessive thoughts.
Don't you dare run away! How dare you deceive me!
We deceived a man of extraordinary strength, of willpower. Obsessive ideas may stir up billowing waves in this ocean of thoughts.
So, you're saying that the library distorted Darius, turning him into the giant that has been chasing us around? If that's the case, it explains why he hated our guts so much. After all, we shattered his world with that devastating lie. Hold on a sec. So, we lied to Darius, and after he got distorted by the library, he stayed here for all those thousands of years, just to get revenge against us? According to our time machine, you met the giant before you met me. Thanks to him, our time machine met the future me and heard the prophecy. And that's how we started this totally messed up journey, right? How ironic.
We went to Darius because we had already met him. Cause and effect become one in the Library of Babel. It's a loop.
Why are you giving me that look?
No, it's nothing. Just don't leave my sight without my permission, Ari.
What are you talking about? That's a weird thing to say. Quit using that tone with me. Shut up. Hey, what's with that look on your face? Stop it. It's making me sick. I'm not going to follow this so-called prophecy. But with the current situation, we have to continue this loop. Remember, the fate of 2 eras rests on our shoulders. Next, if our time machine gets things right, we should be at a point between our 2 encounters with Sarvis. We must inform him about the divine words at this point. Since someone in this era activated a 10, the divine words must exist in this era. If he can find the person who activated a 10, he'll naturally get the command to stop it. If everything goes smoothly, we'll put a stop to a 10. No. The Star of Ephrathah, before it burns everything in this era to ashes. Try saying that again!
Someone's coming. Those are Japhet soldiers.
Looks like they're in a tough spot, too.
The fire is burning.
I never expected someone to come to my rescue. Thank you so much. Wait, you're the Emians who escaped from Lord Sarvis before?
So what if we are? Are you planning to capture us and hand us over to your general?
No, we Japhethians are anything but ungrateful. Anyway, it's good to see you. We've been searching for you. That's not the case, Amian. Lord Sarvis has encountered an extraordinary problem, and he says only Amians can solve it.
As I thought. And what are we waiting for? Lead the way.
I'm sorry, but when we entered this infinite library again, we got separated from our general. I have no clue where he could be now. The path ahead takes us back to where we came from. Let's head in that direction.
Aren't you coming with us?
As you can see, my squad has been decimated. With all the dangers lurking here, we shouldn't burden you with protecting us. Please, hurry to the General as soon as possible.
Let's go.
The fire is burning.
We're entering the unknown sector.
Finding someone in the unknown sector. This is simply a living nightmare. Let's hope that general didn't go too deep.
You're here. I've been waiting for you for so long. So long. So long.
Asti, hand me the sword.
We're entering the unknown sector.
Finding someone in the unknown sector. This is simply a living nightmare. Let's hope that general didn't go too deep.
The unknown sector has changed, so the rules we know might not apply anymore.
That is the wrong way.
here. I've been waiting for you for so long. So long. So long.
Asti, hand me the sword.
We're entering the unknown sector.
Finding someone in the unknown sector. This is simply a living nightmare. Let's hope that general didn't go too deep. That is the wrong way.
The unknown sector has changed, so the rules we know might not apply anymore.
That is the wrong way. This hellhole is truly unpredictable. We need to figure out new rules before finding a way out. That is the wrong way.
The one surrounded up ahead is Sarvis.
Let's wait until he's worn out, and then we'll have the perfect chance to strike. Hey, why are you giving me that look? All right, fine. We'll rescue him.
Oh,
Blooming
it's
from
you.
the flames.
Thank you for your help,
In the
Emeos.
name of Florence.
Allow me to get straight to the point. Do you happen to know how to deactivate the God of the Sun?
Did someone activate that sphere?
I'm afraid so. According to our plan, we delivered it to the Philistine Sea to get it loaded on a ship and then transfer it to Javriel. However, it passed through one of our vassal states on its way back. To my astonishment, the ruler there, Herod, had the audacity to lay his finger on it. It was only afterward that we learned that quite a few servants in Herod's kingdom had been exiled from Memphis, and some of them had even served as priests in Memphis. They knew a number of secrets that had been passed down from generation to generation by word of mouth. Not even Lord Thurinus or Emperor Darius had learned about them. Those Memphians stirred up Herod's greed, making him believe that he could awaken the god of the sun like the ancient pharaoh Akhenaten did, and thus be elevated to the status of a god.
How ridiculous.
They didn't think about the catastrophic consequences it would bring. Unfortunately, Herod killed all those slaves once he obtained the divine words, so nobody else could ascend to the divine throne like him. By the time we arrived, the copper sphere was already levitating and burning over Herod's capital city, Ephrathah. We apprehended Herod before the city was razed to the ground. However, he only knows how to activate the sphere, and he didn't ask for the command to deactivate it. Now, with the death of the last Memphian priests, the secrets are lost forever. If that copper sphere continues to burn, one day the Philistine Sea will dry up, and even Javriel, the eternal city, will end up in flames. Fortunately, I had met you in the Library of Babel. I remembered you had mentioned that the copper sphere could be deactivated. So, we rushed back here to seek your help. Such is the situation. If you know how to stop this world from ending up in flames, I'm willing to offer whatever I can in return.
Hey, hold on. You've told him already?
The language of the gods is a palindrome. I understand. That'll do. Write the palindrome words in both directions, and the quill will go back to where it started. In other words, the command to activate the sphere is also the command to deactivate it. We just need to repeat the same word Herod used, and it will revert to its previous state. I can't believe this answer is so straightforward. I must return to Ephrathah immediately. But the thing is, we've lost a significant number of soldiers since entering the Library of Babel. I'm sorry, Hemayon, but I need your assistance once again. Could you escort me out of here?
End it all! Our strength isn't enough to break through this gate.
This gate is heavy. Please stand back.
Thank goodness we didn't fight him earlier.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you because of the noise. What did you say?
Oh, it's nothing.
Looks like you've run into a bit of trouble.
Blooming from the flames.
I think I've been here before. The path on the right leads back to where I came from.
Noticed. What a bunch of eyesores.
Fire good.
End it all!
You've missed a bit of trouble.
Blooming from the flames. The name of Lawrence.
You're here.
Asti, hand me the sword.
Did someone activate that sphere?
However, it passed through one.
The fire is burning.
Our strength isn't enough to break through this gate.
This gate is heavy. Please stand back.
Thank goodness we didn't fight him earlier.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you because of the noise. What did you say?
Oh, it's nothing.
The fire is burning. The fire is burning. The fire is burning.
I think I've been here before. The path on the right leads back to where I came from.
Jeez, not another one of those annoying stone gates. They started following us before I even noticed.
Blooming
What a
from
bunch
the
of
flames.
eyesores.
In the name of Florence.
End it all.
Blooming from the flames. In the name of Florence.
End it all.
Blooming from the flames. In the name of Florence.
Looks like you've run into a bit of trouble.
The door's been breached. Let's follow him and not waste time dealing with those creatures.
Finally.
Now this farce can finally come to an end. Once we return to the time sector where we met Sarvis for the second time, we'll learn the divine words to stop a 10. What are you waiting for, Time Machine? Activate your magical time travel ability, all right? There's no point in thinking about that now. This world has seen its fair share of ancient mysteries that have been passed down to the present, only to be used by people with ill intentions. Even if someone is trying to activate a 10, we now know how to deactivate it. That's all that matters.
Besides us, the only ones who know the secrets of anomalies and might intend to use them are Nemesis. Ere, you said you ran into them during your retrieval of Arten, right?
Exactly. That's why I was wary of Seer.
All deeds have consequences. All debts must be paid.
That's their motto. How can I give you a brief explanation? To put it simply, here's the perfect example. Do you think something like a 10 should be known to the world? These artifacts possess the power of easily obliterating an entire civilization. You've witnessed the destruction of Akedaton and the war between Japheth and Obed. It merely revealed a fraction of its existence, and that was enough to change the course of the world. Countless people were frantically seeking it, whether it was for immortality, overthrowing another dynasty, or simply catching a glimpse of its eternal glory. Even in this era, where human intelligence supposedly reigns supreme, we no longer worship the god of the sun. Do you think a nuclear fusion reactor should be revealed to the people of this era? Will it bring about an energy revolution, or just another war? Humans of every era believe their intelligence to be superior, yet they fall prey to the same mistakes time and time again. The power of the unknown is a sweet poison. Now you're well aware of that, right? That's why we've decided to hide its existence from the world.
To safeguard them from any intrusion or exploitation. Let it fade away until its very existence falls into oblivion. That's the philosophy of us Emaon and the philosophy of CAVE. Emaon is merely the secret society watching over Obed. There are other organizations that share our ideals. For example, Florentine in Japheth, Waisha in Xi'an, and Delphic Oracle in Delphi. Well, we don't have time to delve into all this now. Once we leave here, you'll be formally introduced to the rest of the Alliance as the new director of Emaon, and you'll learn who they are for yourself.
Speaking of that, we need to mention another group of people. Not everyone shares the same attitude on such matters. There's another group. Well, they're not all a bunch of bad guys, but their philosophy differs from ours. While some people want to stow away unknown power, others want to exploit it. Nemesis belongs to the latter. They see it as something that can propel human civilization forward by hundreds of years, if thoroughly studied. And they see no reason to set it aside instead of utilizing it. As for how such actions may affect a society, they don't care at all. Your summaries are on point. I'm impressed. But have you forgotten that you're part of...
With the Library of Babel open, we Emaon have no means of stopping outsiders from invading the tower. However, if they were really to do that, they would just end up lost in an infinite ocean of information. If only the future version of you had provided us with more information.
Oh, what? Blaming me again?
No, I have no intention of blaming you. You're smarter and more cautious than anyone else. It wasn't your style to deliver such an ambiguous message.
You're giving me too much credit. Indeed. The journey with you is full of surprises at every turn. Well, this trip is definitely not boring. Quit lazing around. Let's get moving. Don't you ever wonder how two groups of the same people can show up at the same time?
I've witnessed too many miracles here, and I realize what's happening here is beyond my comprehension. Nonetheless, it's a pleasure to see you again. I'm certain you're the Emaons who once helped us. As promised, I've brought you a copy of the Divine Words. Please allow me to express my gratitude once again for your generosity back then. I understand that you Emeons have your own principles of conduct publicized. But I promise you, even if the people of Japheth don't know what they've been saved from, I'll never forget your heroic deed. I'll never forget your noble character and selflessness. If you ever find yourself in trouble in the future, I'll assist you in any way I can. I, Sarvis, I, my family, and my descendants, we will always remember this oath. From now to eternity.
He's a pretty honorable man.
Bellefontaine. Sarvis. So, he is the first leader of Florentine. Sarvis Florentine.
I see. Our initial connection with Florentine was actually because of you. Sometimes I wonder where you've been all these years. You don't even know about the Florentine Bank, which basically controls half of the continent's economy?
Now's not the perfect time to explain everything about Florentine. Harry, show me the parchment that Sarvis just gave you.
What's the rush? Worried about losing it? I've already written it down anyway. Zero. You know what? I'm really grateful that you're the one who's been with me on this journey. And you too, the candid seer, sometimes to the point of being foolish.
I'm glad I have you as my partners. That's why my plan went so smoothly.
I rarely engage in joint operations with others.
It's time to compose a new piece.
Asti, hand me the sword.
There were moments when I thought you might figure it out, but no. You just stayed at the edge of truth and refused to step forward. But why? Let me guess. Because you don't understand my motives, so you chose to turn a blind eye. How arrogant. Oh, Zero. Empty of everything, void of emotions. Yet, in the end, you earned everything. See? You really don't understand the feelings of an underdog like me, do you? I am his granddaughter. I am the rightful heir to the library. But that day, he brought you back. And then you took everything away from me.
Are you done? Stop pretending to be a sad clown. That's not who you are. What do you really want?
So that's not the answer you expected. I thought the motive of an underdog and her resentment would be perfect.
Your taste is really going downhill.
I see. That explanation wasn't enough for you. So, how about this? I'm simply tired of it all. MA on, CAVE, and this never-ending library. I've wanted to destroy everything here for a long time. That's why I joined Nemesis. Yeah, you heard it right. I'm a spy for Nemesis. Oh, perfect timing. I'm sorry, but I'm not the type of arch-villain who dies from talking too much. But you two? You're the fools who actually sit there and listen to your enemy's meandering monologues. Zero. You've become dull. Next time, when you feel something is off, just slit your opponent's throat instead of waiting around. Goodbye. No. Farewell. Forever.
The fire is burning.
Like the heartstrings. Fluttering wings.
The fire is burning.
Let's go.
Don't you dare run away. Face me. Emions from the future. If you truly are from 2,500 years from now, tell me. Tell me. Tell me! Tell me, Emion, is everything you just said true? I believe you're aware that I've showered you with the utmost respect from an emperor. I believe you're also aware that the nonsense you just said is enough for me to order your tongue removed. I've conquered the South, reaching the edge of the world. A great achievement that should be engraved in your libraries. Yet you told me I'm far from seeing the entirety of the world.
Indeed, Your Majesty. You will certainly go down in history as a great emperor, Your Majesty. But with all due respect, this world has no edges, and you are far from owning it. You may perceive the world as a series of clay slabs, stretching from one end to the other, with mountains and seas interspersed in between. However, the world is a sphere, where the beginning meets the end. When one reaches the supposed edge of the world, they find themselves back where they started.
What an absurd statement. It's been quite some time since someone dared to be so audacious in my court. Nevertheless, I shall allow you to continue your discourse purely for the sake of entertainment. However, if your words bore me, it'll be more than just your tongue that I remove. You claim that the world is a sphere. Very well. Prove it to me.
Yes, Your Majesty. As an emperor who has conquered numerous lands, you must be aware that the North Star appears higher in the sky the further north one travels, and conversely, it appears lower in the southern regions. When observing a ship approaching from the horizon, one perceives the mast before the deck becomes visible. The world is indeed a sphere, and the curvature of the land and the sea occurs beyond the range of our vision. It is due to the vastness of the world that, while standing upon it, we mistake it for being flat. To humans, Obed may appear immense, but to the entire world, Obed is merely a small portion of the spherical whole. Just as ants may consider mounds as mountains and ponds as oceans, when they climb a tree, they perceive it as occupying a vast territory. I intend no disrespect, but when your army arrived at the Great Desert and believed they had conquered the entire southern realm, they were akin to those ants.
Why a sphere?
Because a sphere is the most perfect shape in existence. Natural forces strive to minimize the size of objects in all dimensions. A sphere possesses the smallest surface area for a given enclosed volume. It epitomizes perfection.
I don't quite understand the ramblings of your crazy mind, but I can grasp that you consider the sphere to be the most favored shape.
Indeed, Your Majesty.
If your claims hold true, then regardless of how far I traverse, I shall never surpass its boundaries and merely return to my starting point.
That is correct. It is true, Your Majesty, that the concept of an end does not truly exist upon this sphere, where you currently stand. I implore you to direct your attention there.
The sky.
Precisely, Your Majesty, the sky. Just as the earth beneath our feet is a sphere, so too are the moon and the sun, spheres of varying sizes.
If the stars in the sky are indeed, as you claim, spheres, and the ground beneath our feet is but an inconsequential fragment from one of these spheres, doesn't that mean that all the land I've conquered so far is but a speck of dust in a vast sea of sand?
It may be just a speck of dust, but it's a precious speck of dust, and our homeland. However, it's undeniable that it is, after all, just a speck of dust. Perhaps only by traversing this desert, which contains countless specks of dust, will you truly reach the end of the world. Are you frustrated by this revelation, Your Majesty?
It's a capital offense to try to speculate on the mind of an emperor.
Please, forgive my audacity. All I meant to express is that I have found solace in this realization.
Solace, you say?
Yes, I felt a sense of solace knowing that our thoughts, struggles, and everything we hold dear are insignificant compared to the world itself. Every day in this land, people kill or are killed, pillaged or are pillaged, for land, food, faith, and dogma. Yet, when I gaze upon the starry sky, all of their deeds fade away. It reminds us that our thoughts and actions can be influenced by our self-centered perspectives. It highlights the limitations of our vision and the shallowness of our ideas. The world does not revolve around us, not even the ground beneath our feet. Consider how an adult perceives a toddler's cries. The toddler cries because they have never seen the real world and are ignorant of real problems. However, with this revelation, you would understand that the difficulties and confusion you currently face are, in the grand scheme, similar to a toddler's cry. Look at the curtain of stars above you. It will make us reevaluate the value of all people to one another and the value of people to the world.
Well, that was quite a speech. You've asked if I'm frustrated, but it seems you're the one who is frustrated.
Indeed, Your Majesty. No matter how much I stretch, I can't reach the stars with my hands.
Come to think of it, it's a good reason you'd give. Such is your greatest insolence. You, a mere mortal, dare to speculate on the thoughts of the King of all kings. Do you think my silence was because of frustration? Ridiculous. How ridiculous. Do you understand what it means to tell the king? Interesting. How interesting. If the barren desert in the south is the so-called end of the world, that would be truly disappointing. This world is so subtle and so vast, but as a scholar, all you do is revere it. This is where I'd say your mind is narrow. I'll conquer them. It's the highest form of homage I, as an emperor, can offer.
I am delighted that you are the ruler of this land, Your Majesty.
Emeon, I will be the one to conquer the distant stars. Tell me, Emeons from the future, tell me. Did I conquer the distant stars? You truly are my favorite servant, Fahad. Arise, for I shall share my glory and dreams with you. One day we'll leave our footprints across the entire expanse of the sky.
Asti, hand me the sword.
Here's the heart.
The fire is burning. Blooming from the flames. In the name of Florence, may their souls rest in a garden full of blooming. Flowers. This glory is the finest crown.
You are all such good kids.